A three-judge federal panel, a Court of Appeals panel in North Carolina, threw out that state's photo ID law and claimed that it was enacted because of a desire to suppress minority turnout in the election. The three judges were all Obama appointees. Such an outrageous decision. It says that the reason, it's a judicial finding, that the reason that this legislation was passed had nothing to do with voter fraud, had nothing to do with making sure that non-citizens can't vote. It was entirely motivated by wanting to suppress minority turnout because of the alleged difficulty in procuring photo IDs if you're black or Latino. An absolutely ludicrous ruling. It's one thing to say that it's really hard to get photo IDs, which is, of course, nonsense. The states give them out for free, and you need them to do shopping and to cash checks and to do almost anything. But then it's further to say that this is not about keeping the electoral process clean. This is about trying to stop minorities from voting. And remember, North Carolina did a study of its own voters and found that 75,000 of them had voted in 2012 in North Carolina and in another state at the same time. In other words, their names had been voted elsewhere. So obviously they had lived elsewhere, moved to North Carolina, and somebody used their registration in the other state to cast ballots in that state in their name. And with this history of voter fraud, with photo ID being a minimal inconvenience and an absolutely necessary step to stop people from appropriating the identity of registered voters who are not showing up and voting in their names, with the evidence we have that that's coming, to conclude that this law was based on a racial motivation is outrageous. It's just unbelievable, incredible. Now this, of course, fits in with Obama's strategy, which is to try to win as many of the sort of northern, southern states as possible, particularly Virginia and North Carolina. In my book, Armageddon, How Trump Can Beat Hillary, we point out that Virginia is probably the most important state in the configuration of the Electoral College. So please read it to understand the importance of that and why this decision was given in the first place and why it's so outrageous. Thanks for watching.